Hey traders, welcome to another episode of Weekly Market Predictions. In a few moments, we'll be going over the key levels of structure that I'll be paying attention to in the markets on the top 5 major pairs for trading opportunities. So if that sounds interesting to you, then make sure you stick around through the intro and disclaimer. If you're new here to the trading channel and you want to be alerted whenever we come out with videos like this, then you need to do 2 different things. One, go ahead and click that subscribe button along with a notification bell to make sure you're alerted about these videos. But YouTube does take a few days to actually alert you, so if you want faster alerts about our weekly market prediction videos we come out with each and every Monday, then head over to thetradingchannel.net and sign up for our email list. So as we get back from the intro and disclaimer, we'll be talking about the top 5 major pairs. I'll be going through each of these pairs with you, sharing my trade ideas for this upcoming week. So stick around and I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay guys, so last week we talked about this 1.2513 level as being resistance. We thought the market would push down from this level. Last week whenever we did our video, the market was about right here, and I said I was looking for some kind of trend continuation on the way down. I'll go ahead and throw a screenshot up right over here to show you guys that. Also in last week's video, I talked about when the market got down here to this level, our next blue line at 1.2261, this is where I'd be looking for long opportunities. So as our initial prediction this week on the euro dollar, we're looking for long trades. Where are we looking for these long trades at? Right in this area where the market has previously touched with this last green candle. And if we get a pullback down into that area again, that's where we'll be looking at for possible long opportunities. Again, right around the 1.2261 level. And that is our initial prediction on the euro dollar. If that does not go through, let's say the market instead decides to continue downwards. Well, if we get breaks and closes of candles below this previous low, that'll be a good sign for trend continuation, and we'll be looking in this area for short trades for the market to pull back up into the 1.2261 area, looking for short trades off that level. If that happens, then if we push down even lower, our next level of support we'll be paying attention to is 1.2040. Now, if as we expect the market rises from this level, the next place we'll be looking for resistance is the same place we found resistance multiple times, right back here around the 1.2513 level. That's our first level we'll be looking for possible shorting opportunities out of this market. If the market breaks above that, then for the euro dollar, the 1.2608 level is the next counter trend level we'll be looking at for short trades. So again, just a quick recap. As of this moment, we're looking for long trades out of this euro dollar pair somewhere around the area we're at now, all the way down to the lows over here. And that's our predictions for here on the euro dollar. Let's go ahead and move on to our next pair. Our next pair today is going to be the dollar Swiss. Last week on this dollar Swiss pair, we were waiting on 2 different things. We wanted to see another candle close below this level at 0.9295. And unfortunately, the market pushed up above that level, did not close back below it. But this gave us an opportunity around the 0.9385 level, which is the next level we pointed out last week for support. Again, I'll throw a screenshot up on the left hand side of the screen to show you guys that. But we got up into this level and we actually ended up getting a pretty good entry in the EAP Training Program from this level. So what I'm going to do now is take you guys to that email first, and then we'll come back and discuss our analysis on the dollar Swiss and what we expect next out of this pair. Okay guys, so here we are on that email. As you can see, this was sent out to all EAP members on February the 22nd. This was a dollar Swiss short trade we had, and the first target of this trade was around 0.9324. Let's go ahead and head back over to the chart. Let's find 0.9324, which is right there. And as you can see, we just did hit first targets last week here on this trade. So there's another example of us actually using this analysis in order to trade with. Let's go ahead and talk a little more about what we're expecting next here out of the dollar Swiss. So considering that we just got a pretty major push off of this resistance level we pointed out last week, we really expect this pair to make it at least back down to this previous level of major support at 0.9295. That is my initial prediction here on the dollar Swiss, is that we get back down to this level. I am currently short here on this pair, so I'm not looking to open any other short trades on the dollar Swiss. But when we do get down to this level, that's somewhere I'll look for second targets on this trade, along with look for some counter trend trading opportunities. Now, if we break below this level at 0.9295, the next level of support we have is going to be looking left right here at this standalone level around 0.9225. In that area is the next place we'll be looking for possible long opportunities. Below that is at 0.9163. Other than that, we could see this market push up to this major resistance level. Yet again, we just found resistance from at 0.9385. That's a great level for me to look for shorting opportunities. And above that, at these previous highs back here, looking left, we have 0.9466 for our next level of possible resistance. And that's what we're going to be looking for here on the dollar Swiss. Let's go ahead and move on to our next pair now, which will be the pound dollar. Okay guys, so here on the pound dollar, we talked about 1.4091 as being possible resistance last week. We had already pushed down from this level a little bit, and we discussed the possibility of this market making its way down to 1.3836. The market got about 15 pips away from that area before it started pushing up. So coming down close to our zone of support that we pointed out last week. We've since then seen a rally out of this market. Currently, this market is in a period of consolidation, which makes guessing direction a little bit more difficult, but we do have our major level of structure looking left at 1.4091, where we found resistance already in the past. We also found support from this level right here. What we're looking at this week initially is a test of this level. One more test here. We'll be looking for shorting opportunities from that level if it does get tested. If the market pushes down to 1.3836, in this area is where we'll be looking for possible long opportunities. Below that at 1.3597 will be the next level of possible support. Now, if we get a major rally out of this market and a push up in trend continuation, our initial place to look for possible shorting opportunities is around 1.425. In that area is where we'll look for counter trend short trades. And if we get above that level, then right at 1.4409 will be the next stop for possible resistance out of the pound dollar. So that's what we'll be looking forward to the remainder of the week here on the pound dollar. We'll go ahead and move on now to the dollar yen and discuss what we're expecting next out of this pair. Okay, traders, so on the dollar yen last week, we were talking about some trend continuation out of this pair. As you can see, we had a market that was pushing down, creating new lower lows and lower highs. This was nothing more than our new lower low. Next up, we're expecting a lower high. And that's what we seem to have gotten, at least thus far. We have to wait to see if we get a break and close below this previous low, but trend continuation is what we're expecting out of this market. And I'll show you guys a screenshot of our predictions from last week to the left-hand side of your screen. But what are we expecting next here out of the dollar yen? Well, we're expecting trend continuation, but if we get down to this major level of structure that the market saw support from in the past at 105.65, then that's a level we can look for some counter trend possible long opportunities. So that's our initial expectation for the week as this market comes back down and retests 105.65. Again, that's an area where we might be looking for some possible counter trend opportunities. Another ideal situation for this week is this market pushing back up to 107.46 and giving us a nice trend continuation entry reason. And that would be even better because in that situation, we can look for some more extended targets. And also that'll add to accuracy of the trading opportunity because of the fact that we are currently in a massive downtrend here on the dollar yen. Now, looking beyond the immediate future, what we could see out of this market is a push a little bit higher, all the way up into this previous support level at 108.70. That's a great place to start looking for some shorting opportunities if the market gets to it. And as for another level of support, we'll zoom the chart out just a little bit here. And if the market pushes down, goes into trend continuation, then the next place we'll be looking for possible counter trend opportunities is right around the 104 even handle, around 103.93. That will be a great place to look for counter trend possible long opportunities here on the dollar yen. So that is our initial predictions along with our predictions on what we could see in the more long-term future here on the dollar yen. Let's go ahead and move on to our final pair of the video, which is going to be the Aussie dollar. Okay guys, so last week here on the Aussie dollar, the market was hovering right in this area whenever we did our last week's weekly market prediction video. And we talked about this area being support, but said we didn't want to take any kind of long opportunities there because this zone right here was just too small. It's only about a 60 pip zone. And if I took a position here, I would have to have my targets off by here. And that just was not quite enough for me. So what I said I was going to do is actually wait to see if this market either pushed down to 0.7806 or pushed up to these higher resistance levels where this zone is a bit larger. Now, this market did end up pushing down and coming right into that next level of support. I'll go ahead and put that prediction to the left-hand side of your screen yet again. Came into the 0.7806 zone, and since then has had a pretty nice rally out of that zone we pointed out in last week's predictions video. Now, since that has happened, we do have to change the color of this line to red for resistance. This is going to be a major level of resistance now that this market is heading towards. And as for our initial prediction out of the Aussie dollar, we're expecting this market to come up into 0.7893, and this is a level we can be looking for some type of shorting opportunity. At least here at the trading channel, that's one thing we will be looking for, is this market to get up to 0.7893, and our initial prediction this week is that we find a little bit of resistance from that area. Now, if the market disagrees with our analysis and goes a bit higher, then we may start looking for some more shorting opportunities right back at these previous highs at 0.7957 and higher than that around 0.8023. If we do find resistance from this initial resistance level here, then the next time we'll look for long opportunities is a retest of 0.7806, right back here at these previous lows where we found some support before. And if we get a break below that, then we'll be looking at 0.7730 for our next possible counter trend long opportunities. So that's what we're looking for here on the Aussie dollar this week, and for a little more long term in the future. That's what we're looking for on the top 5 major pairs. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button for me. If you're new, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to be alerted whenever we come out with these videos each and every Monday, along with our other educational content. And finally, if you're in search of some more advanced training, and if you're in need of a step-by-step program that takes you from being where you are to becoming a profitable trader, then you can find more information about what we offer in the link in the description labeled EAP Training Program. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. I wish you guys the best of luck on your future trades, and I'll talk to you in the next video.